So you know things aren't going as well as planned when the dude running the company says, yeah, it's a matter of time till we're sold and fold. So before we get into the video, let me just quickly remind you guys to subscribe. And if you haven't yet, hit the notification bell to be notified the moment a new video goes up. Okay, so what exactly is happening? Well, Sony Pictures Entertainment chairman Tony Vinciquerra? See, somebody put $5 down to the fact that I was going to butcher his name, and you, my man, just won. Well, he was recently being interviewed and talked about the business that he leads. And he says if they do not see growth in the near future, that Sony might be putting their entertainment assets on the market to be sold. But it's not only him. Most of the other people also involved with this that were talking about Sony pretty much all echoed the exact same thing he was saying. So what exactly does this mean? Well, Sony is kind of in a weird position, right? A lot of the things that they've been gambling major money on have been outright failures. And more or less when you think about it, this downfall of Sony started with The Amazing Spider-Man. And The Amazing Spider-Man 2 really didn't help, as that was a major loss the size of Justice League for Sony. That's why the deal with Disney for Spider-Man was made, to try to save some face and turn it around. This year, of course, Sony saw that, or I should say last year, but this year, the fiscal quarter still, they're probably not going to have another movie that's as big. Spider-Man was their big saving grace. They're hoping to ride that into the sunset and go, hey, look, we have Venom and Silver and Black. Don't you guys love Spider-Man? But of course, nothing is a guaranteed safe bet. And when you start looking at it, more or less what he's saying is, so yeah, in the next couple of years, we're going to have to be put up to be sold. So who's going to buy the assets? Well, we know where Spider-Man's going. He's going to Disney. And then there's going to be a few other franchises that are probably going to go to different studios and different outlets and different whatever you can think of that wants to do whatever with them. So it's going to be an interesting time, but Sony seems to understand that they already know what they're going to be doing and where they're going. And when you look at franchises like Underworld, Resident Evil, Ghostbusters, Smurf, and Men in Black that they own, yeah, I don't see much want out of many of these. And in a future that's constantly evolving, and Sony is only making major money in video games, why would they stick around to a business that they're not doing good in, right? Why not sell off those assets and triple down on the things that are making you money? Like the PlayStation.